in the throne room of Dora Castle. By the gods, sometimes I'm glad I locked you away on that island for so long. You can irritate me like no other person. Be careful, or I'll have Cindral drop you back on that deserted rock. That's because I don't lick your boot heels. You can't stand to be told when you're actually wrong because no one else will stand up to you, so you never hear it. You think you're infallible. Ugh, let's drop it. Ceremony's about to begin. Very well, but don't think this conversation's over. Introducing Atticus and the Spartans. At your service, Your Majesty. Atticus, please step forward. On the behalf of the Kingdom of Dora, please accept the highest honor I can bestow, the Golden Cross. Thank you, Your Highness. The Kingdom of Dora will forever be in the debt of the Spartans. Do not hesitate to call on me if you're ever in trouble. I wish you and your companions well on your journey back to Riverdale. Very high praise. Those men genuinely deserve all the honors heaped upon them. I agree. You know, I never really believed that the ultimate crystal shards existed when I sent Cindral on his quest around the world. I told you I saw Helios scattering them in my visions. You still don't believe, do you? I'm coming around. So many of your predictions have come true. I suppose I'll have to accept that they're all true. I regret that Helios had to die for this catastrophe to reach a conclusion. He was a wise and generous elf, the last of his true bloodline. His death was so unnecessary, but I know that Cindral was simply doing what he thought was right. If I could have counseled him and stopped him. In the town of Riverdale. Hey, Atticus. Whew, home sweet home. It's wonderful to be home. So quiet. I've longed for peace since the war started. It'll be great to rest and relax after everything I've seen. Sadly, my father's death still weighs on my mind. Will I ever find his murderer? Perhaps he's already dead. General Thanatos is dead by Cindral's hand. Good riddance to that madman. I'll never understand how a nation such as Pandora could have fallen under his control. Appears my old friend Dante was telling the truth all along. If only I could go back in time. Which is apparently possible, according to what Dante claims. I would have to listen to his ravings. We could have avoided so much death. I'll have to live with my choices. I did my best. In the throne room of Midgard Fortress. Your Majesty, the coronation of the new Pandorian king has been scheduled for 1 week from now. We should begin arraying the Armada to sail. Wonderful news! We must make haste. 1 week isn't much time to sail to Asgard and then make the trek northwest through the Pandorian Gap of the Naiad Mountains to Pandora. Prepare the fleet! Yes, Your Majesty. This should be a particularly grand celebration. In the throne room. Has it been such a gathering of world leaders in over a century? Indeed, I hope that this coronation will lead to a new age of peace and alliance between the nations of Asgard and Pandora. Too long did General Thanatos sow the seeds of distrust between our two great nations. Your father was a great man. It grieved me greatly when I heard of his untimely passing. Thank you. Never a day goes by that I don't reflect on my father's death. I may never be able to find his killer. Perhaps he's already dead. Introducing the new King of Pandora. Who is it? Oh! Dante, the former spy master of Pandora. Thank you all for coming. It is with a heavy heart that I accept the role of King of Pandora. Gabriel was not an evil man. He was twisted by an evil taint from so many passages through the Well of Souls portal. We must keep this information a secret so that an atrocity such as this never happens again. I will do my best to carry on the legacy of the great King Lamedon II, who was murdered by Gabriel. I hope that the people of Pandora can recover from the sweeping propaganda storm. We owe much to Syndril. He was thrust into a most unusual situation and was truly courageous in his quest to return to his home. I have a feeling he's already returned home. Let us all wish that he lives out the rest of his days in peace. Back on Earth. Whoa. Huh? You said you were gonna collect firewood, but you've only been gone a few minutes. Where's the wood? A few minutes? Very strange. Boy, do I have quite the story to tell you two. And that ends last dream. One more drink of Sprite, hold on. All the talking really got to me. This will be cut up into different, like I said, a few episodes for you all, but for me, I've been speaking for a while. Wow. The ending is, I really enjoyed it. I don't understand what's bad about that ending. It all came together at the end, and you got to see how it all ended up. Now, unless there's some cliffhanger thing here at the very end. But even that, I don't feel too bad about. We got a lot of closure about different things. There was just, so much of this game, I really don't even know where to begin. I'll just say this, because it's late for me. Buy the game. There's stuff I didn't do. There's different paths you can take to get to to different things. You can do the dungeons in a different order. You have options. It's and there's still things I didn't do. I didn't do the whole dark. Oh, what's it called? The Abyss. I didn't do the Abyss. I didn't do the Hedge Maze. I see Hedge Maze. Atlantis. Wait a minute. I didn't find Atlantis. Gotta be under the sea somewhere that I did. Okay, I completely missed that. So there's a lot of stuff I missed. I missed the whole talking to the Lemurians thing, and that'll change what they say in the ending. Beautifully done. That's it's all I could say. My throat's about to die. But this game gets every stamp of approval I could give it. I enjoyed the story. And whatever game they come out with next, I think they'll do an even better job with the story. The Abyss floors 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 11 through 20, 21, 22 to 30. Abyss floor 50. Okay, so 50 is Leviathan. I don't think we ever fought the Leviathan either. So I missed that. I didn't do the, you could take a different trial if you wanted to. Just to be different. You get the level 50 skills. There's so much we did so much, and there's still things left over that I didn't do. And that's saying a lot. Yay, vehicles! It's just amazingly well done. I don't know what else I could say about last stream. It was fantastic. I've loved every minute except a few parts at the end where I was really grinding for stuff for equipment. Other than that, the game, that's me just wanting to get a whole bunch of stuff. It's wonderfully done. If you can't see throughout the course of this LP how great this RPG is, I don't think I'd be able to sway you anymore. If you haven't bought the game already, I urge you, support White Giant RPG Studios. Buy Last Stream. Check out their website. Just do a search for Last Stream, and it'll take you to the on Yahoo, Google, whatever you want, and it'll take you to the White Giant RPG Studios website, where you can see on other projects they're working on. I've gone there just to see different things. They're working on an expansion for Last Stream, which I'm interested in. They're working on Last Stream 2. That'll come in sometime in the future, and other projects. Support them because they deserve it. I can just tell the love, thought, and effort that went into this RPG. It's truly impressive for the amount that you'll pay for Last Stream. I think on Steam it's now $10, maybe $15. It's worth every penny by far, just for the amount of content that you get. And like I said, you could try different classes. You can go for the challenges, the achievements. You can try to take different paths. Like, I'll just use this as an example. I knew this was coming up, so I decided to take a peek. On the website, they have their official walkthrough, which they've done themselves. And I never used it, but I wanted to see if there were some differences near the beginning that I could tell you about. Well, you know how I went through the Woods of Despair, if you remember way back at the beginning of the game. New Game Plus? Oh, that'll be awesome. Love New Game Plus. At the beginning, there was the Woods of Despair that I went through to get to Doria. Well, what if you didn't take that path, and you didn't get the two pieces of the the relic to get the boat? What if you got the boat another way? So I'll just let that steer in your mind. And there's a few instances of that throughout the game, so that's neat. The game lets you tackle a few situations in 2 or 3 different ways. I hope to see a lot hidden skills. There's hidden skills? Oh, I'd like to see hidden skills. I think there's still quite a bit to this game we didn't see, and I think I did a really good job of showing it off, but there's still more out there. It's wonderfully done, and I could just tell the effort that was really put into this game is very impressive. It's so very well done. Oh, and the backers. These great people that helped, that pitched some money to the game. It was all spent very well, because the game The game's fantastic. I can't wait to see whatever White Giant RPG Studios comes out with next. Keep an eye on them. For sure, they're a small studio, I get that. But tell your friends, tell anybody about this fantastic RPG. If you're a fan of RPGs at all, and even if you're not a fan of RPGs, this game has so many different options for like difficulty level and the saving and things like that the game will help you if you're not very good at RPGs. So I just gotta say that it is fantastically done. Is it perfect? No, but no game is. Anything you want to nitpick at the game, that's on you, honestly, because for anything you nitpick and say that's wrong, I'll say 10 things that are right. That's how I feel about the game. There's just so much that they get right. Between content, the amount of content is ridiculous that you get. You get a massive amount of content. It's great. Between that, the different options, the classes, everything. Congratulations! Final game time immediately after defeating the Dark Lord. 55 hours, 34 minutes, and 35 seconds. That's how long I spent playing this game. Now, that's not how long the LP is, of course, because there was grinding and gathering materials and exploring and things like that off screen. That's how long I spent on this game. And I could honestly spend another, just on the file I was on, probably another good 15 hours, at least. There's just so much. It's buy the game. And I don't say that lightly, because money isn't easy to come by for a lot of people. I get that. But for the price and the amount of content and how well the game is built and all the different options and everything I've talked about over the entire length of this LP and here at the ending, it's worth every penny. And then some. You're getting a bargain. White Giant RPG Studios. I know probably none of you will ever see this LP. But if you do, and you listen to this ending, my hat is off to you. Fantastically well done. And whatever comes down the pipe from them, I will definitely be checking out and doing an LP of it. I have really high hopes for this small studio, because they deserve it. There was so much done right in this. Final number of steps, 197,003. Oh, no other miscellaneous stats? And then the ending save file. With that, we have New Game Plus and Reborn. I wonder what the difference is. New Game Plus. And Reborn. There's probably a difference between them. I would look it up before I choose, or before you choose. On the website, I'm sure it's displayed there somewhere. What the difference is. But there you go. There's even New Game Plus and whatever Reborn, whatever the difference is. So you can go through with a different party and try out different things, but still probably have probably not levels, but maybe some starting gear or some AP or something. Maybe some achievements. Who knows? But there you go. So you can go through the game again. Maybe one you get your gear and everything and the other you don't. I don't know. I don't know, but that's it for this LP of last stream. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a ton of fun with this Let's Play. And I really hope you appreciate everything good that last stream did. This was a, the kind of quintessential... Oh, there's the intro. So you can load that back up and go through the game again. That it was the old school RPG with some newer feel to it, with kind of the skill point system and stuff. That was different. Well done. The next game I'll have to decide, since I went through this whole last part. I'll have to really think about what's next. Whatever it is, I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun with it, and I hope you'll join me for it too. Even if it's not your cup of tea, all of this, I hope you'll watch, because I try to make it a lot of fun and give some information. That way, even if you're not an RPG person, you can still enjoy it too. Regardless, again, one last time, White Giant RPG Studios. Check out their website. I'll even put a link to it in the description. Why don't I do that? So, you can definitely find it. It'll be there. Check them out. Support them. They deserve it. Fantastic RPG. I've thoroughly loved playing through this game. And like I said, there's still stuff that I didn't do, that I might do in my off time. Just check out some more of this wonderfully fantastic game. Like I said, this brings this LP to a close. Thank you. If you enjoyed the LP, please subscribe to the channel, like the videos. It really helps me out. Until wherever our adventures take us next, I'm Cinder89. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.